What's that good word, gang? Matt here, Acoustic Selection with your Wednesday word. I want to talk about multitasking for God. You know, I heard a pastor once say, anyone can make a point. It's much harder to make a difference. I really hope and pray with this video it can make a difference in your life. It made a tremendous difference in mine. And I think if you apply it, it'll make a big difference in you too. What I want you to do is think about your schedule right now. Think about right when you get up, your mornings, your kind of mid-mornings, your lunch, your mid-afternoon, your afternoons, and your nights. Every part of your day, I want you you might want to take a paper and pencil and write it down. You might want to write down some tasks that you do each one of those mornings. For the most part, unless you're a college student, you sleep in all the time, but that's a different story. If you're like me, your days kind of are similar with your job, with your schedule, your whatever it is. Usually most days, particularly Monday through Friday, are very similar. So I want you to think about what are you doing, or what time in your life can you add growing in your knowledge and application and just walk with God into what you're currently doing. I'm gonna give you a couple examples. I say all the time, when I started this YouTube channel, I was doing a job where I had direct mail. I'd wake up each day to get on the computer, find out all the addresses we're going to send the direct mail to, and I would go through it. I would just have to stamp envelopes and put labels and all that stuff. So I would sit for literally 2, 3, 4 hours at a time at a desk, putting stamps on, putting labels, all this stuff. Well, God revealed to me I need to use this idle time to grow in His Word. I started to listen to all kinds of messages by Andy Stanley, all kinds of messages by J.D. Greer, Rick Warren, a bunch of these pastors. I would just listen over and over and over while I was doing this certain task, and I cannot even begin to tell you how much my faith grew at that time. So while I was doing my job, I had a radio going and had God's Word being fed to me this whole time. So I multitasked and used the time that I was doing something else to also grow spiritually with God. I'll give you even a more current example. As many of you have seen my videos, I've had some health issues. Last little bit, I have a thyroid that's bad, that it causes my heart to get really slow and all these complications. So I have to take this tiny, right when I get up in the morning, usually it's 6 o'clock, I have to take this teeny tiny little blue pill and then wait 45 minutes before I eat or do anything. So what I've decided is, in that 45 minutes, while I'm waiting to eat or do anything, I'm up before my wife, my kids, and all that, I sit on my couch and I study God's Word. This has already had such an impact on me, and I think, God, did you allow this to happen to me so that I would get my priorities right in my morning, instead of jotting out, taking off in the morning and grabbing breakfast and on the go and doing who knows what? It's made me, while I take this pill, kind of stop and slow down and really dive deeper into God's Word. I want you to look at your life. What are you currently doing, or what can you change? Maybe you're a truck driver. My cousin drove a tractor trailer, and he used to have the Bible on a Bible app that would just audibly read it out loud as he drove, and it really increased his faith and his walk with the Lord while he was driving the truck. And I want to ask you, what are you doing today? Maybe you're driving to work while you sit in traffic. Maybe, like I said, your first thing in the morning while you're at the gym. I do that too. I'll listen to certain messages. I listen to Andy Stanley's messages while I stretch after I work out the gym. It's just another way to grow closer to God. A simple Bible verse, it's great to memorize, is James, I think, chapter 4, simply says, draw nigh to God, He'll draw nigh to thee. If you get closer to God, He'll get closer to you. Sometimes, if you're like me, you wish God would just shake you and throw you in the right place, but that's not how He works. He gives us a free will, wants us to pursue Him. When we do that, He'll come and meet us and grow our faith and give us a life, and life more abundantly, like I said in John 10:10. So with this video, I just want you to think about, how can you today multitask to increase your faith walk, to make you draw closer to God? So when you do that, it's a happier life for you, for your family members, your friends, your loved ones, your coworkers, those around you. When you draw closer to God, others are going to benefit from your faith walk. I've seen it happen 1,000 times in my own life. I've seen it with others, and I can promise you it'll happen to you too. So multitask for God and draw closer to Him. That's your Wednesday word. Please subscribe if you haven't. That helps me out. God bless you.